I am Paul. This is Darlene Berwick. We represent the Central Coast Quilts of Valor. And Darlene is also the California State Coordinator for the Quilts of Valor Foundation. I'm a retired sailor. I was submarines, electronic technician, chief, nuclear trained, so if I kind of glow in the dark, you know when that happens, right? We represent over 10,000 volunteers and members of the Quilts of Valor that provide these quilts and do all the work. It's certainly not something that one individual does. The patterns are made and built and just really across all of the United States. In 2003, while our son was deployed in Iraq, a quilter named Catherine Roberts started the movement of Quilts of Valor. And it has progressed kind of as a grassroots thing, but in 2013, they started actually keeping count of how many quilts they gave out and what was going on. And in April of this year, we had the 300,000th quilt to be awarded. And because it's such a momentous, such a big milestone, we wanted to do an honorary quilt, 300,000th Quilt of Valor, and you, sir, are the recipient of that one. You were chosen from us, okay? The Quilt of Valor is a formal expression of gratitude and appreciation from our nation. It's meant to thank you and to comfort you. We will never know the sacrifices you made during your service. Thank you for your service and thank you for all that you've done for us. And Fred, I understand you enlisted in the Marines near the end of the Vietnam conflict.
Correct.
Those were some rather trying and confusing times in the world, and during your time in service, the U.S. Marine Corps barracks in Beirut, Lebanon was bombed by terrorists and 241 American lives were lost. Just a few days later, you were part of the communication support for the invasion of Grenada, where 19 American lives were lost. And during your assignment at the Denton VA office, you counseled other veterans also touched by war. You listened and you helped. That is so big, because that is what is so needed. So on behalf of the Quilts of Valor Foundation, Fred, welcome home and thank you for allowing us to give you this award.
Thank you.
Brother. Rather large quilt. There we go. On the back, this is presented to you on today's date, and we don't know exactly who wrote this. Who built this, do we?
This was donated by the Silicon Valley Quilting Group in Northern California, and so it has on it, you know, the quilters, and there's people that piece it, which is what, you know, doing the actual parts of it, and then the quilter is the person that runs it through either a hand long arm or an actual, you know, computerized machine. So, and then it's bound, and takes usually a lot of hands to make that
So
work.
use that to provide yourself some warmth and some comfort whenever you need it.
And that's your certificate.
This is your certificate.
And it has mention of your freedom quilt. It's got, yeah, that one there too. So.
Okay.
And you may have collected challenge points over your career. We do. I don't know if you have, but anyway, here's our gift to you from Quilts of Valor challenge points. So.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome home. And it is such a great pleasure to be able to reach out and touch other people, because I know, and I told you before, I get my Quilts of Valor wrapped around me every time Dallas Cowboys are losing, and it provides me some comfort. And since they haven't won this century, it's a big help.
Putting it to good use. So,
Well,
Okay.
thank you very much
thank you.
to you and everyone that's involved. 300,000 is a huge number,
Big milestone.
very big milestone.
And you were at the Denton VA, right? So I hope I wasn't there being a troublesome guy whenever I visited the Denton VA. That was my place to
It
go.
was just my honor to be there. Thank you so much.
And thank you for being there. Thank you.